I want to share my journey to Islam with you, hoping it might help you in your own search for truth. We're all born into different cultures, religions, and countries, and the world around us can often seem confusing and full of problems like war, poverty, and crime. But when we look at how we were raised and educated, how can we be sure what we were taught is really the truth? Most people choose to ignore the world's problems instead of facing them. But finding and accepting the truth isn't easy, it takes strength and honesty. I asked myself, am I willing to face the truth, no matter how hard it is? Years ago, I began my search to understand the reality of life. I was raised as a Christian, so I started by reading the Bible and asking questions. But I found contradictions in answers like, just have faith, which left me unsatisfied. I couldn't believe that God would contradict himself or lie. I moved away from Christianity and looked into other religions like Buddhism. I spent time in temples, meditating and speaking with monks. Meditation felt good, but it didn't answer my questions about life and existence, it avoided them. I traveled to many places and explored tribal religions and spiritual practices. Some ideas felt true, but I couldn't fully accept any of them. I began to think that maybe every religion had some truth, and it didn't matter what you followed. But deep down, I knew that couldn't be right, truth has to be one, not many. Feeling confused, I prayed, God, I'm lost, please guide me to the truth. That's when I discovered Islam. I had heard about Islam before, but only through the limited and often negative views from the West. What I found when I looked deeper truly surprised me. The more I read the Quran and asked questions, the more I found clear, logical answers. What stood out the most was Islam's strong belief in worshipping only the Creator, not creation. Other religions often mix the two, by worshipping humans, idols, or nature. Islam keeps it simple, worship the one who created everything. In Islam, the greatest sin is worshipping creation instead of the Creator. This clarity is what made Islam different from everything else I had studied. The Quran felt like a guidebook to life. Everything I had learned from other religions and my own searching suddenly came together, like pieces of a puzzle. I had all the pieces, I just needed Islam to put them in place. So I ask you to consider Islam, not the version shown in the media, but the Islam described in the Quran. Maybe it will help shorten your journey to find the truth about life. I sincerely pray for your success.